in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On second down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the Rams in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Open man right side is caught, complete. Touchdown, Rams!
Cooper Kupp,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball at the 47-yard line, his 2nd and a couple.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. "14-0 the score." This is the NFL. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This
this one's going to get him a first down. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Had no open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Marr now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, Stafford here. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A give up the middle to Akers. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Play fake. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Murray looking to change the play here. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Bennett. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. This is caught. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Moore, the man in motion. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, this is Evans. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll toss this out right for Evans. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll run for it with Evans. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Zach Evans, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 42-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A give running right is Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3rd and 4. Now Bennett on a bootleg. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send them home. Hail Mary, I send them long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on them. Gotta pull in their camera phone. H-time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's David. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini. We just barely getting started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard it. You don't know nobody.
Don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems 'cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win 'cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold. I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna